Hello, I'm Leanne Scholler of Soul Deep, and taking a little break from my usual content on my YouTube channel. We're going to do this first. It's a stationery organizer, BAO, because I will be moving from my house back to Australia next year in 2022. And so I wanted to encapsulate this entire art studio and somehow remain creative and do all the journaling that I do. In a way that I could carry around, which turned out to be quite the task. And so I thought I would show you what is in here. Most of the videos I have seen, people use it at home and they just use it to store their stamps or supplies they might take to their table, and they swap it out all the time. And for me, this had to work for me all the time. So here we go. I got this from Stickii Club. You can also get it from the people who actually make it, which is Absent Studio. And let's just get started. So as you can see, I bought the pen insert to go along with this. That doesn't normally come with it. And in it I have my pink pen. It's a fountain pen. I forget which one. I'm much banged up. The washi tape is keeping that lid alive. I have a purple Frixion pen, a mechanical pencil, a brown Stabilo Marxol, and a Pilot Frixion highlighter in a nice teal green. In here are my scissors, and so when I am needing to travel between the two countries, these will go into my checked luggage, and I actually have a small bag of stuff that'll be checked luggage. I put these note tabs just in case I needed them. This bag is hole punched with decorative hole punches, black and white text, because in my margins of my traveler's notebook, I'm just going to do stuff in the margins, not the whole thing. And these is like colored dots and other small tiny things. The washi card that hasn't fit anywhere yet, but it's purple, so it's coming. And then here I have a mini stationery kit from Daiso. Let's move to the other side. The goal was to leave enough space for the traveler's notebook, and I'm not sure I've done that, so I may need to do some more winnowing. I bought this sticker release paper. So it has a collection of stickers in it. These are Bun stickers, just wanted to point that one out. That will be used as part of the collaging on the side of things. It's pretty washi tape that I couldn't find any room for, but really wanted to take. So I kind of journal like the flight stuff. So I was actually really wasn't sure about this because these guys, the thicker cardboard ones, kept popping off. And like you can see, this one's not fully stuck down, nor is that. But everything else is stuck down really well and comes off really easily, so that was a definite win. Let's go around the edges. I have some Denison gummed labels, and in it I've also added some brown labels I purchased separately and some other little decorations that fit that theme that go in there. I have my Tombow permanent adhesive, double-sided, and I'll carry refills in my checked luggage or separate bag. I bought this on a whim at Daiso. It's correction tape. I've not even used it, so I don't even know how good it is, so it may not survive. I need to try it out actually, but I thought it would be good, just mainly because I see it in a lot of journalist bags. I could make white lines in a decorative arty kind of way. This pen is a platinum carbon ink pen. I love this pen. Jane Davenport introduced it to me. She uses it a lot. And it's going to be my main journaling pen, and it will end in a pen loop in my journal, so it's sitting here for now. A water brush, white jelly roll pen. This is a Gel Extreme in like a gold copper color. The Tombow Fudo Sonuki. I don't know if I say that right. Like a brush pen. And I have an eraser in here. Needs a bit of a clean. Glue stick. I have included like different methods of adhering stuff to the page because this runs out pretty quickly. And as well as a small stapler. Because as you see in my little studio flip, and quite the creative, this is what we're brought down to. Is this tiny Jane Davenport color set. I actually have the full size one with all the paints that I curated, but I left that in Australia on my last trip. That was not a smart move on me. But I'll use it once I get there though. So this will just do me in the transition time between moving out of the house and finding our own place, I think. So that is why the water brush, and I hear the Tomo Roofer paper handles it really well, and this is just a cloth to clean the palettes. And then we have these little guys, they're so cute. They are called Soramame ink pads. Very tiny. And I had like 2 black brown tiny ink pads, and then I saw these on a YouTube. I think it might have been Helen Colebrook. I will link to her below because she journals way more artistically than I plan to. Like I do plan to journal artistically, but there'll be like a writing section and an art section is how I feel like I'll be doing it possibly. But yeah, I saw these on hers, and then there was like, they were in other people's BAO bags unexplained, so I had to figure out what they were. So I now have 4 colors in the same space that a brown and a black ink pad would be. So those are gorge. And then we have underneath just a small stamping block. And then in here, I think I'm going to pull this out. It just pops right out, just like that. So that's how it would look in the bag. So this was going to hold all my journaling supplies. So in this top little pocket, I have some, like, what do you call those? These marker things. And I have like a paper clips. And I also have some little gold stars in a glassine bag in here, because my current way of journaling, which I'm going to have to adapt in some way, is this studio yearbook. This is the Winter 2022, which you can still get as a PDF. I bought mine pre-printed, but that was a limited run. And as you can see, like there's a place for gold stars and gratitude and documenting your day and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I want to keep doing that, but in a smaller format. So we'll see how that goes. So that's why I have gold stars, and you can see the peek through there that I have heart stickers as well. This is going to help me mark which days are which. So I have like Monday, Sunday, day names here, and then the dates here. I bought these from Dear Lily Designs because I thought the larger one in particular would be good to like block off a section, even around the whole thing, for like gold stars or gratitude. So that's why those are there. Oh, I'm going to pull everything out. Yes, I'm going to pull everything out. And this is like a circle template. And then I just do have a variety of journaling cards from that Smash notebooks. Remember those? Random bits of paper and cutouts in there, so that I can use that, in case it bleeds through too much, the ink. I have to do a pen test. I want to get the actual traveler's notebook, which I won't get till Christmas, boohoo. So that's why they're in there. And in the back you can see I have a little gold. They're going to run out before I finish going through my winter book, so this will hold something else eventually. And then I cut down artist trading cards. They're like, it's a big, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's letter size, so I cut it down to fit into here and just hole punched an extra hole to make it work. And these are my washi cards. They're currently stacked too deep in the bottom. And maybe I can spread these out a little bit too once this clears out. I don't know. Anyway, so I've like gone for fall and spring colors because those are the two seasons I will be traveling through, because the seasons are the opposite in the United States as to what they are in Australia. And then this packet's gonna hold, it holds more little journaling things here in the bottom, and then tiny stuff to decorate in the margin. So I use like washi tape, and I pull one or two of these little strips of paper or fabric here, and then I have some quotes and like stamps and tiny little things that can go in as an extra decoration just in the margins. I don't want to take over the whole page because I do a lot of writing. In the back I have some washi strips from Stickii Club and other little bits and pieces here. More washi tape. This is also like date tape, and sort of like cooler wintry colors. Some more tiny bits to include. I pulled from my stamp collection these 3 stamps. They're from Basic Grey. Remember Basic Grey from like 10 years ago? Gorgeous papers, and so I thought these would make like good edges, or even filler if I don't write it much on that particular day. And I have 4 colors to put them in now, so that's cool. And then some more sticker sheets from Stickii Club. I signed up for the advent calendar again this year, so that might fill out a little more. I'm going to have to do more editing. One of those year. 2 more washi tapes and like neutrals. And this is William Morris themed that I got from Jet Pens. And then in here I just have little envelopes to tuck things away, and in the back some Australian like journal blocks for when I hit the Aussie shores finally. And in the back of this there's just a variety of larger papers that I can cut down and use as trimming for edges or to cover up stuff. We'll see. This last pocket came free with my last Stickii order. I was quite surprised to get it. I thought it was quite cool. And so it has a few larger pieces, like if I decide to do something bigger. More little the Denison labels, and this is a sketch of a transfer of a sketch I did for one of my paintings that I might put in. I got a buy-one card in there, and like a woman's figure from, I don't know where that came from. That might have been like an online find. So these are just from my journal. Some scrap of paper from what I've painted over and cut up. So yes, and then because part of this studio yearbook is to do dream boards every month on the full moon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up the full moon part of it, but I do plan to keep on doing dream boards, vision boards once a month, and so some of this might come in handy, but also I have, I don't know if you saw that, one more in the back here, and I just have this sorted by size and ephemera that's sized to fit the traveler's notebook. So that is everything that I'm carrying. It's actually quite heavy, but don't tell my husband that. So I'm just going to put everything back away. You can see that everything has its place. I will share a couple of things that didn't make the cut. Actually, let me do that first. I really wanted to put this date stamp in. It's again from the old Smash book things. I never actually bought a Smash book, but I bought a bunch of the accessories. And it goes up to 2023. No, 2022. So it's good for another year, but it's just too bulky. It won't fit in here with the notebook. So, yeah, that may just end up getting rehomed. Oh, I need to put this under here. This is the name of those ink pads. Sorry, Mommy. So this is going to go another part of my luggage, and it is ink refills for the carbon ink pen. Oh, and it's a Pilot ink. Here's that pink one. I have a mechanical pencil refill down in there, and one of these, which we know we're going to need more, but it's a start. I can always buy those on the road, like I buy a new glue stick on the road. And then I also really wanted to include this larger, it says Jane Davenport, but I curated this for my trip to Venice. And is too big. So it'll be going in my checked luggage, and hopefully it will make it, because I love curating this. And I have this little guy instead. Let me just tuck everything away. So that's what it's going to hold, plus hopefully a traveler's journal notebook. It closes really easily now. So the hope is it will still do that. And once the book is in there, and if not, I will just have to take some things out. We can do that, hopefully. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this little unboxing. I included it because there were just not enough what's in my bags and suggestions on how to fill this thing up. And as this is going to be an extended travel bag, that was the goal for this. All right, thank you so much, everybody.